Good evening all your blues, welcome back to the AG Chelsea TV channel. In this video, we'll find out the latest news about Chelsea FC. Subscribe and turn on notifications so you don't miss daily update. Enzo Fernandez offered exit. Fernandez, 23, only joined Chelsea from Benfica in January 2023 for a staggering £105 million. Breaking the British transfer record. But new manager Enzo Maresca isn't convinced by the Argentina international, as he prefers the physicality of duo Romeo Lavia and Moises Caicedo. The pair were chosen for Sunday's drab 1-1 draw at Manchester United, with Fernandez coming on as a substitute and seeing 19 minutes of second-half action. In midweek, the World Cup winning star played the entire game as Chelsea were knocked out of the Carabao Cup by Newcastle. Amid Fernandez's struggles, it's been suggested that the ex-River Plate starlet could seek a move away in the January transfer window. If Chelsea do decide to cut their losses, it seems that they won't be short of suitors. The Sun report that La Liga leaders Barcelona and Serie A champions Inter Milan are both monitoring Fernandez's situation. Neither of the Champions League sides are likely to offer anything close to the amount which Chelsea paid for him just under 2 years ago, but could make proposals to sign him on loan. It's added that Fernandez's priority is to regain his place in Chelsea's first 11, but he doesn't want to spend months sitting on the bench. The 23-year-old recently split from childhood sweetheart Valentina Cervantes to live on his own. Despite them having a son and daughter together, Maresca was asked about Fernandez's situation ahead of facing United, brutally replying, "They are human beings, and if you pay £100 million, that is not my problem. You want to buy me, then you pay that money. That does not mean that every game you have to be the best. At the end of the day, they are football players and they cannot always be at the top level." At this moment Enzo is not playing, but there is no problem with Enzo. The noise about Enzo is because clubs pay so much money for them, people expect they will always be the best. That is not so. The only reason he is not playing is just because the physicality I prefer is from Caicedo and Romeo Lavia. Three players now unhappy with Chelsea over playing time. An exclusive report has named 3 Chelsea players who are now unhappy at the club due to their playing time they are getting, or more accurately, a lack of playing time they are getting. As is the nature of the beast at a big club like Chelsea, you are always going to get quality competition when you are trying to play as much as you can. So there are always going to be players left disappointed every game as they see others start ahead of them. What Enzo Maresca has done so far at Chelsea is use 2 completely different starting lineups for league games and cup games. This helps with injuries and fatigue, and also allows game time for players who are not starting in his best XL. However, it appears that some of these players are now becoming unhappy with not playing in the best XL, and the rumors are beginning. You wouldn't have missed this massive club briefing yesterday claiming that defender Bajceșile is not for sale, because it was everywhere and out like clockwork from the media. That might be Chelsea's stance, but the players could be different. TBR Football reports Christopher Nkunku is becoming increasingly concerned with his role in the Chelsea squad under Maresca. But not just him, Chelsea are apparently very happy with how the squad is shaping up in terms of their strength in depth. However, some like Nkunku are not happy to sit on the bench in the long term. Bajceșile and Enzo Fernandez are also mentioned as 2 players worried about their playing time. The report goes on to say that Nkunku is more than happy to fight for his place at Chelsea, and will continue to do so, not pushing to leave in January. But come the summer he will allegedly assess the situation again. Man United fight Chelsea to Omar. According to reports, Manchester United are prepared to battle Chelsea in the race to sign Samu Omar from Portuguese outfit Porto. Omar was one of Chelsea's preferred targets during the summer transfer window as they looked to sign a new striker. The Atletico Madrid academy product scored 8 La Liga goals while on loan at rivals Deportivo Alaves during the 2023-24 campaign. Chelsea had prolonged talks with Atletico Madrid in the summer as it looked for a while that Omar and England international Conor Gallagher swap clubs. Gallagher did finalise a move to the La Liga giants, but Omar's proposed move to Chelsea collapsed after the Premier League giants reportedly made a disrespectful offer to the forward. The Blues were willing to pay around £34.5 million for Omar, and it felt like they would have overpaid to sign a relatively unproven striker. This sentiment was strengthened when Porto paid just £12.5 million to sign him later in the window. However, Omar has made a sensational start to the 2024-25 campaign as he's scored 11 goals in his 11 appearances for Porto across all competitions. The young striker scored a brace as Porto held Man United to a 3-3 draw in the Europa League group stages, and the Red Devils are reportedly interested in signing him. Man United could do with signing a new striker, as they have only scored 9 goals in their first 10 Premier League games this season. The Premier League outfit have been linked with Sporting Lisbon star Victor Gyökeres in recent days, but a report claims the prolific forward has already turned down a move to Old Trafford. A report in Spain claims Man United and Chelsea will fight for Omar as they want to sign him during next year's summer transfer window. Frank Lampard tipped for shock Premier League job. The TalkSport breakfast host suggests West Ham as a possible destination for the Chelsea legend, should current boss Julen Lopetegui get the sack. Lopetegui only joined the Hammers this summer, replacing David Moyes, but is under huge pressure after a slow start to the season. TalkSport understands Lopetegui retains the immediate backing of the West Ham board, but they are aware results need to improve. Lampard might not be available for long, however, as he has been linked to the Roma job. The 46-year-old has been out of work since his spell as Chelsea interim boss in 2023 and previously was in charge of Derby, Everton, and a permanent spell at the Blues. West Ham host Everton at the London Stadium on Saturday in a huge clash that could be make or break for Lopetegui. Jim, the West Ham fan, texted the breakfast show to say, "How long is it going to take for you to talk about Moyes, and we should wish we still had him?" Absolutely not. He had to go, but the board found a cheap replacement. Potter is available and we have to get him before Palace or Wolves do. In response, Stelling said, "I didn't mention Moyes at all. I'm going to mention someone who might divide opinions. Is it time, if Lopetegui goes, for West Ham to bring Frank Lampard home? Just a thought, he is available. He's been mentioned in connection with the Roma job, but West Ham would be ideal for him." Chelsea sign Wolves pound to replace Ben Chilwell. It is believed Chelsea are considering a bid for Alex Grimaldo of Bayer Leverkusen in this respect, and they have their eyes firmly on another exciting fullback option in Wolves defender Ryan Aït-Nouri to replace Ben Chilwell. The £38 million rated left-back has stood out as one of Wolves' best performers in recent times, with Aït-Nouri now attracting major interest from Chelsea as a result. That is according to Molino News, who also state that the Algerian is now likely to leave Wolves next summer. With his future in doubt, it appears Chelsea are monitoring the situation very closely and could look to tempt Aït-Nouri with the prospect of competing in Europe and challenging for silverware in the coming seasons. However, they're not alone in their admiration, with Liverpool also in the race to sign the player who O'Neill dubbed an incredible talent. And that's the end of today's video. Subscribe and turn on notifications so you don't miss daily update from my channel.